Here's the deal. A power outage isn't just an inconvenience. It's the spark that can ignite total chaos. When the lights go out, whether it's a storm, a cyber attack, or a grid failure, modern life grinds to a halt. Your fridge? Done. The internet? Gone. Heating or cooling? Forget it. Suddenly, survival isn't a theory, it's your reality. And that's when the panic sets in. But here's the truth, it doesn't have to. The people who handle blackouts like pros, they're not lucky. They're ready. They've thought it through, planned ahead, and know exactly what to do when the grid goes down. While others scramble, they act. So, what's the difference between chaos and control? 7 survival rules. Not a laundry list of 50 things, just 7. Because in a blackout, simplicity is survival. These rules cover the critical first moments when the power cuts out and guide you through the long haul if the outage stretches into days or even weeks. If you want to protect your home, keep your family safe, and stay ahead of the panic, stick around. The grid may be fragile, but your survival plan doesn't have to be. Let's dive in. Rule 1. Secure and stretch your water supply. When the power goes out, your water system's reliability is on borrowed time. Pumps stop working, treatment plants lose pressure, and within a day or two, you could be staring at a dry faucet. That's why securing your water supply isn't just a good idea, it's a survival necessity. The moment the grid fails, you don't hesitate, you act. Your first move, fill every large container in your home with water. Bathtubs, sinks, buckets, pitchers, jugs. If it can hold water, use it. Time is critical because the system might still have pressure for a short while, but that won't last. Every gallon you store now is one less you'll be scrambling for later. Here's the math. You need at least 1 gallon of water per person per day. That's just for drinking, cooking, and basic hygiene. Multiply that by the number of people in your home and the potential length of the outage, and suddenly, even a full bathtub feels like the bare minimum. But storing water is just the beginning. Next, you need to make it last. This is where purification tools come into play. A life straw is great for personal use, while iodine or chlorine tablets can handle small batches. And don't forget the tried and true method, boiling. If you've got a propane stove, wood burner, or solar cooker, bring water to a rolling boil for at least 1 minute to kill bacteria, viruses, and parasites. It's simple, effective, and could save your life. For longer outages, think beyond your faucet. Rainwater collection can be a lifesaver if you're prepared with barrels, gutters, or even a tarp to funnel water into containers. And setup? Get resourceful. You can use water from your toilet tank, not the bowl, as long as it's free of chemical cleaners. Even canned goods like fruits, beans, or vegetables can provide liquid for hydration in a pinch. Dehydration doesn't take days to set in. It can hit within hours, especially for kids, the elderly, or anyone under stress. And once it does, your energy drops, your focus fades, and your ability to make smart decisions takes a nosedive. Water isn't just about staying hydrated. It's about staying sharp, calm, and in control. In a blackout, water is life. Secure it, stretch it, and make every drop count. Rule 2, control temperature to survive the elements. When the power goes out, temperature control becomes a matter of survival, not comfort. Whether it's freezing cold or blistering heat, being unprepared to regulate your environment can turn dangerous fast. Let's break it down. Winter, the silent killer. Cold doesn't always feel life-threatening at first, but hypothermia can sneak up quickly. Your first move, designate a single room as your survival zone. Forget heating the whole house. Focus on insulating one space. Use heavy blankets, tarps, or plastic sheets to seal off the area and trap any warmth you generate. Layer up. Wear multiple sets of clothing. Wrap yourself in thermal or mylar blankets and use cold weather sleeping bags if you have them. These are designed to retain body heat, which is one of your most reliable heat sources. Don't stop there. Cover windows and walls with emergency blankets to reflect warmth back into the room. Shared body heat is another lifesaver. Huddle with family members or pets under layered bedding to raise the temperature in your insulated space. For extra warmth, heat water bottles on a propane stove, or use heat-storing bricks warmed by fire or sunlight. These can provide hours of gentle heat when placed under blankets or near your body. Summer, the unforgiving heat. When the thermostat climbs and there's no AC, your goal is to prevent overheating. During the day, seal your home. Close blinds, shut windows, and block sunlight with towels or reflective materials. At night, reverse the process. Open windows to let cooler air in. Create cross-ventilation by opening windows on opposite sides of the house and use battery-powered fans or crank fans to boost airflow. For makeshift cooling, hang damp cloths in front of open windows or use them to wipe down your body. Hydration is critical, but so is staying shaded and limiting physical activity. If you have a basement, use it as a heat refuge. It's often the coolest spot in the house. Reflective insulation on windows and doors can also help keep indoor temperatures down. Critical safety warning. Never use gas stoves, charcoal grills, or kerosene heaters indoors to generate heat. These produce carbon monoxide, an odorless, invisible gas that can be deadly. Every year, people lose their lives trying to heat their homes this way during blackouts. Don't take the risk. Whether it's freezing cold or sweltering heat, controlling your environment is key to survival. Plan ahead, stay safe, and don't let the elements catch you off guard. Rule 3. Protect your health, sanitation, and medications. When the power goes out, staying healthy becomes a top priority. Everyday routines are disrupted, and without proper planning, small issues can quickly spiral into big problems. From hygiene to medications, here's how to stay ahead. Hygiene first. Without running water or hot showers, maintaining cleanliness takes some creativity. Stock up on essentials like wet wipes, hand sanitizers, and plenty of plastic bags. Wet wipes can substitute for quick washes, while hand sanitizers help keep germs at bay. Plastic bags are multi-purpose heroes. They can store trash, isolate soiled items, and prevent contamination in your living space. Keeping your environment clean isn't just about comfort, it's about preventing illness. Medications matter. If you rely on prescription medications, power outages can pose serious challenges, especially for those that need refrigeration, like insulin or certain antibiotics. A battery-powered cooler is a lifesaver, keeping medications at the right temperature even when the fridge is down. If you don't have one, a thermos with ice packs can work as a temporary solution. Always store medications in their original containers, which include critical information like dosage and expiration dates. Keep them in a cool, dry spot away from sunlight to prevent degradation. Staying organized is key. Know what you have, when to take it, and how to store it safely. First aid is non-negotiable. A well-stocked first aid kit is a must. Include basics like antiseptics, bandages, and sterile gauze for wound care, as well as burn cream and fever reducers like ibuprofen or acetaminophen. Power outages don't stop injuries or illnesses, so being ready to handle minor medical issues can make all the difference. Stay ahead of illness. In a blackout, prevention is your best defense. Wash your hands frequently, even if it's just with bottled water and soap. Avoid cross-contamination by keeping food prep areas clean and separating raw and cooked items. If someone in your household gets sick, isolate them as much as possible to prevent the spread of germs. Plan for the unexpected. Health emergencies don't wait for the power to come back on. If you or a family member has a chronic condition, make sure you have extra supplies, backup plans, and a way to contact emergency services if needed. In a blackout, protecting your health isn't just about surviving, it's about staying strong and ready for whatever comes next. Plan ahead, stay clean, and keep your medications and first aid kit within reach. Rule 4. Flip the switch. Secure light, then secure home. Imagine you're plunged into sudden darkness. The chilling silence is broken only by frantic footsteps and hands patting walls searching for a flashlight. What's your first step in a blackout? Before you worry about locking doors or peeking outside, there's a critical priority. Get your lights on, fast. Why is light your number one move? Because darkness breeds chaos. You can't react to what you can't see. The risks pile up quickly. Bruised shins, broken lamps, or someone tripping, and getting hurt when clarity is needed most. Worse still, a pitch-black house is a bullseye, invisible to those outside, while leaving you blind and vulnerable inside. In the minutes after a blackout, panic can spread rapidly if your family is left in the dark. The savviest survivalists know you don't depend on luck or a single dusty torch. You need redundancy. Scatter light sources everywhere you might need them. Think headlamps clipped by the entryway, LED lanterns in bathrooms, even battery-pounded motion lights on every stair. Consider solar lamps with automatic sensors. You'll be the only house glowing from within when the neighborhood vanishes into black. Light isn't just practical, it's psychological armor. As soon as your rooms are bathed in steady glow, you send a message: we're safe, alert, and not easy targets. The instant visibility lets everyone settle down, get their bearings, and focus. Once the home is well lit, then you shift to defense mode. Start the lockdown. Secure all doors and windows. Shut blinds tight and make access points look impenetrable. Dim any unnecessary exterior lights to reduce what can be seen from the street. Gather everyone in your primary room stocked with essentials: flashlights, radios, snacks, and your emergency plan. Remember, electronic locks might fail when the grid is down. Rely on sturdy deadbolts, barricades, and whatever manual security you have ready. Always assume outside help could be a long way off. Your self-preparedness makes the difference between a chaotic scramble and a calm, controlled wait. So Rule 4 is simple. Make securing light your first victory in a blackout. Not just for vision, but to reclaim control, bring peace to your crew, and intimidate anyone outside. Once you can see, then you secure everything else. That's how you survive and thrive when the lights go out. Rule 5. Secure your food and master power-free cooking. When the electricity cuts out, your refrigerator isn't just useless, it's working against you. That silent hum you take for granted is what keeps your perishables safe. Without it, you're racing against the clock before everything inside turns into wasted food and a health hazard. The key here is to act immediately. Step 1. Triage your perishables. Your first stop isn't the pantry, it's the fridge. Start with what will spoil the fastest. Dairy products, fresh meat, leftovers, and cooked meals are your priority. The longer you wait, the more you risk bacteria gaining a foothold. A refrigerator without power holds safe temperatures for about 4 hours if left closed. A fully stocked freezer might give you a buffer of 24-48 hours, again, only if you resist the urge to open it frequently. Use this short window wisely. Cook or consume what matters most while it's still fresh. Scramble those eggs, throw together a salad from perishable veggies, and prepare meals that extend shelf life, like soups or stews that you can later reheat. Toss anything that has crossed the line into unsafe territory. It's better to lose food than risk food poisoning in an already stressful situation. Step 2. Make shelf-stable foods king. Once the fridge is dealt with, shift your focus to non-perishable essentials. These form the foundation of your emergency food plan. Think canned goods. Soup, beans, tuna, chicken, chili. They pack protein, calories, and longevity. Dried staples like pasta, rice, and oats provide bulk, while vacuum-sealed fruits or jerkies keep things interesting and nutrient-balanced. Familiar foods are key here. Sticking to what your family knows and likes ensures everyone stays comforted and nourished. Remember, in a crisis, nothing adds to frustration quite like arguing over unappealing meal options. Step 3. Know how you'll cook. With your electric appliances out of commission, alternative cooking methods become essential. A portable propane stove is a lifesaver for boiling water, heating soups, or making quick meals. Just ensure it's used outdoors or in a well-ventilated area. Have a stock of fuel handy to keep it running. For longer-term solutions, rocket stoves offer reliable cooking power using only twigs or scrap wood. If you're aiming for a clean and sustainable option, a solar oven is a fantastic tool. Even on overcast days, this reflective contraption can bake, simmer, and slow-cook meals without any additional fuel. Food is survival and control. In a blackout, food isn't just about sustenance. It's about maintaining morale and a sense of, with a well-thought-out strategy for managing perishables and preparing meals off-grid, you can turn chaos into calm and keep your household fed and focused. Rule 6. Stay connected, stay alert, stay prepared. When the grid goes down, one of the most immediate problems is communication. Fear quickly builds when people feel isolated, which is why having reliable methods to stay connected and informed is non-negotiable in a power outage. Here's how to ensure you're always in the loop and ready to signal for help. Tune in with radio. A simple battery-pounded or crank radio can become your lifeline. Unlike phones or the internet, radios don't rely on cellular networks or Wi-Fi. With a functioning radio, you can receive critical updates about weather, local conditions, or emergency alerts. Crank radios are especially useful. They eliminate dependency on fresh batteries since they generate power manually. Even your car radio can become a valuable tool for staying informed during extended outages. Just remember, this only works if your vehicle has enough fuel. Keeping your gas tank at least half full at all times is a smart habit in any emergency preparedness plan. Keep your phone charged. Your smartphone becomes a priceless tool in a blackout for as long as it has a charge. While the grid is down, solar-powered chargers or hand-crank chargers are invaluable for topping up your battery. Solar chargers harness sunlight, while crank chargers rely on physical effort to generate energy. Perfect for emergencies when outlets are useless. But even the best chargers can't help if cell networks fail. That's why it's critical to prepare beyond just your phone. Backup contact lists. Never leave your survival communications solely to digital devices. Keep a detailed physical list of important contacts, such as family members, healthcare providers, utility companies, and emergency services. Paper backups never lose power, crash, or mysteriously delete themselves. Store one copy in your emergency kit and another in a secure, easy-to-access spot at home. And invest in advanced devices. When staying connected is a must, consider tools designed for extreme situations. Satellite phones, for example, bypass local cell towers and work almost anywhere, even in remote areas or when conventional networks are overloaded. Walkie-talkies are another great option for staying in touch with others nearby, especially if family members get separated. Low-tech signaling. If all else fails, don't underestimate the power of non-electric methods. Whistles and flares are simple yet effective tools to signal help or alert others to your location. A whistle's sharp sound can travel great distances, while flares provide a visual SOS, even in low-visibility conditions. Be sure these tools are included in your kit and that everyone knows how to use them. Staying connected isn't just about convenience, it's survival. With the right prep, you can keep uncertainty at bay, stay informed, and ensure help is within reach. Rule 7. Conserve, communicate, and coordinate. When the power goes out, the worst thing you can do is act impulsively. Panic leads to wasted resources, poor decisions, and unnecessary risk. Survival during an extended outage requires discipline, clear thinking, and teamwork. Here's how you can conserve, communicate, and coordinate effectively to stay ahead. Plan with purpose. The foundation of successful navigation through a blackout is a robust household emergency plan. This plan should go beyond a simple checklist and define clear roles for everyone in your household. Who will manage food and water rationing? Who monitors devices like radios or flashlights? Who will handle communications or check on news updates? Assigning responsibilities minimizes confusion and ensures nothing important is overlooked. Set daily routines for meals, hydration, and group check-ins. Structure fosters normalcy even in chaotic moments. These routines not only conserve mental energy, but also reduce tensions within the group. Ration wisely. Supplies like food, water, and batteries are finite, so it's imperative to stretch them for as long as possible. Establish portions based on how much you have and the expected duration of the outage. Resist the urge to indulge too much right after the power cuts out. Discipline in the early stages can make a critical difference later on. Focus on high-calorie, nutrient-dense foods first to maximize energy while conserving bulk. Similarly, consider establishing water consumption schedules to prevent overuse. Stay engaged and positive. Maintaining morale is as important as managing supplies. Prolonged outages often induce stress, boredom, and anxiety. To combat this, have simple entertainment options ready. Board games, books, puzzles, or even storytelling can keep the atmosphere lighter and maintain a sense of connection within the household. Strengthening emotional resilience helps everyone stay calm and cooperative under pressure. Foster community strength. You're not in this alone. Strengthen your support network by staying in touch with neighbors, especially the elderly or vulnerable. Share updates, trade resources, and check in on each other regularly. Community collaboration can turn a disjointed neighborhood into a cohesive, resourceful unit far more capable of handling challenges. Prepare for contingencies. Think ahead to challenges like financial limitations. Keep cash available for essential goods when cards and electronic payments are out of service. Protect important documents in waterproof and fireproof cases for easy access. Lastly, brace yourself for the possibility of a prolonged outage. Developing a mindset focused on resourcefulness and adaptability ensures that you'll be ready no matter how long it takes for the grid to return. By conserving resources, collaborating with others, and preparing for the unexpected, you foster safety and stability amid uncertainty. And the power goes out, survival depends on preparation, adaptability, and teamwork. By following these 7 essential rules, you'll be ready to face any outage with confidence. Be proactive, stay flexible, and lean on those around you to weather the storm safely. Remember, every small step you take now can make a big difference when it matters most. Stay prepared, stay connected, and stay safe.